Chapter 3 is here, and most of us are dropping in like it's a brand new game. Lots of changes have been made, but there are many secret Easter eggs that are slowly being discovered. Like, did you know that Midas isn't dead? Or Tilted Towers is returning? Or even the best one of all, the Butter Barn 2.0 is here? Well, let's dive into all the Easter eggs that you have to see for yourself. Let me introduce you to my favorite Jonesy, Sargent Stash. He's gonna help us find all of the Easter eggs on the Chapter 3 map. Let's dive in. Let's start from the very beginning with the cinematic. We wash on shore and get a prep talk from our dad. He shares with us that we have to stop the IO, and he uses a few run-on sentences. This actual island is on the map of Chapter 3. Make sure you stop by and thank that log that saved your life. Thank you, log. Thanks so much. Really close to that island, there is one that has 7 silos on it. These 7 silos correspond with the 7 rockets that we saw as seen in the Chapter 1 finale. We were always super curious of where the 7 were located from, and it looks like this is their home of operation. All these 7 silos for the 7 rockets, it's all starting to add up here. As most of you Fortnite players know, there are 5 llamas on the map. If you think it's 3, you're stuck in the past. Since they've been able to move, you've been able to find them all across the map, placed at random. However, there is now one location where you can find one every time you drop. Let me introduce you to Lieutenant John Llama's Llama Farm. And he has this one llama bud. Not only do you get a free llama when you drop here, but you can also purchase one of my favorite weapons in the game, the Klinger sniper rifle. Bring on the Splode clips. Rezzing somebody in Fortnite can take a little while in this fast-paced game. However, in Chapter 3, you can now res faster the more people you have picking you up. Not only does this speed up rezzing, but it also speeds up the new modified reboot bands. All you gotta do is reboot at the same time, and your player will come back even faster. What an excellent addition, especially if we have to play with you. Yeah, you. Your friend sent you this video, not for all of the Easter eggs, but for this. Sorry you had to hear it this way. One of my absolute favorite additions of Chapter 2 Season 3 was the Pawn Boat. This ship is packed with a foundation chest, multiple other chests, ammo boxes aplenty, noms boxes, and literally a supply drop on top. And as you remember, this boat randomly spawns around the circle of the island. So keep a keen eye out when you're dropping from the battle bus. There are 7 vaults located across the map with better loot than normal chests. But you can't just waltz in there freely. In order to open one, you will need another person with you, like a squad mate or an unsquad mate. If you don't have any friends, you can even use a chicken. A literal chicken. Thank me later. There's no denying that when the Butter Barn was released, we all fell in love. It was heartbreaking when she left us for a new season. Well, just like an abusive relationship, the Butter Barn is back and better than ever. With so many more additions, sit down, pour some syrup on your head, and listen to the best music in the game. One really cool Easter egg was sent to us in a survey 3 months ago. Many of these outfits have been in the works by Epic Games, and they wanted to know our favorites. So they gave us a survey for us to fill out and vote on the ones that we liked the most. A majority of these Battle Pass skins came from that survey, and my guess were the ones that were most popular to our community. Good choices, everybody. Well, except for that one. We can get rid of that one.
Nightmare fuel.
We all officially now know that Dwayne is the Foundation Johnson. But it seems like Fortnite wanted to take his name to new heights with this loading screen, which shows the rock on a rock blocking some rocks. Rock on. Do you guys remember the mech that we built under Singularity's leadership? It was the one that flew into space after defeating the Devourer. But what's interesting about this is in that battle, the mech's arm gets ripped off and thrown into the Chapter 1 map. Fast forward all the way to Chapter 3, and we see it here on the map. This could have some major implications that we are actually on the Chapter 1 map. Don't believe me? There's more. As I said at the beginning, Tilted Towers is slowly making its return. It's been frozen over. Slowly, as the ice melts away, Tilted will slowly begin to reveal itself. As you can see, if we overlay Tilted Towers with this POI in the middle of the map, it shows to be the exact same formation as Tilted Towers. But popular content creator Sleep-Deprived Muselk also found something funny about the map too. Check this clip out.
The rivers. Look how the lava lines up with that top right part of the river, and the opening at the volcano opens up at the same part. Now look at this with the loot lake, and how that part of the river lines up with this part of the river, and where Tilted is apparently going to appear, and Greasy Grove. I'm on to you, Donald.
From this evidence from Muselk, it would suggest that we are on a regurgitated Chapter 1 map. And with the trailer and loading screen showing us the two islands, one on top, one on bottom, sharing night and day cycles, it would suggest that maybe there are only two maps. And what happens to them when one is underneath rechanges the form of what it looks like. So while we were enjoying Chapter 2, Chapter 1 was being reformed into what Chapter 3 is now. As the snow melts, it's not only going to bring us Tilted, it's going to bring us Terry. Who's Terry? Well, at least that's what Reddit is calling him. In the files, he's known as Buttercake. These six-legged creatures, the ones that were shown in the Battle Pass video, aren't in the game just yet. Well, they are, but they're just hibernating. These monsters will be rideable, much like jumping on a car, or the new log feature. You know, the one that we've just been sitting on for the last 24 hours. The one we thanked at the beginning of this video, and the one I'm now chilling on because we've grown to be very natural at just sitting on logs. Speaking of logs, did you know you can get eliminated by one? We're getting a lot of clips online of people shooting the trees or knocking the trees and then falling over on opponents. Do it for yourself, and please tag me in it. I cannot wait to see these clips. Another iconic Chapter 1 reference are these Maui heads. They used to populate the Chapter 1 map. There were challenges around them, and we have them back in Chapter 3. Right next to the Maui heads, we have the Jonses POI. It doesn't seem like the 7 are too fond of them, though.
You know the blonde ding-dong in the suit, Agent Jones? Well, there's more of him. And they've started their own society of dorks. So, how about bring them some supplies as a peace offering, and then scout their camp to assess the threat level.
But it looks like they're here to stay nonetheless. Each Jonesy has a little bit of a character and offers different things and items. And one of them is even locked up for respectable reasoning.
Brains.
On the other side of the map, though, there is a Cuddle Cult coming together, ranging from their leader, the Cuddle Team leader, Cuddle Pool, Metal Team leader, and Quackly? What? Anyways, it seems like there could be a Deadpool collaboration, as there's a calendar that's popped up in Cuddle Pool's chambers. Hopefully we'll see more about that real soon. Speaking of collaborations, Gears of War has been spotted in the Battle Pass trailer, but also in-game. This spray at Greasy Groves is one of many that have been popping up all over the map. My guess is we are going to need to know those locations in order to unlock parts of the skin that we will get in the item shop. I wish there was an app for that. A jarring new Chapter 3 feature is you cannot shake down your opponents. However, you can still pick them up. Can't grab a reboot card. Can't find the card. It's also worth mentioning that you can open and close doors while in a knocked position for extra downed parkour moves, I guess. Believe it or not, but the Cuddle Buddies survived the flip. Well, at least one of them did. Looks like his chorus is now a solo act. Donald Mustard himself has openly said that Midas is not dead. And now we have our first evidence proving that to be true. By the looks of it, he's putting on a VIP buffet for those that would be interested in helping him complete his task of creating the Doomsday. No matter what happens here, I'm excited because I love the character of Midas and can't wait to see more. And that's going to do it for our initial Easter egg review. There are many more out there and so many more to come. How many did you find? Are there any on this list that you did not know about? And which ones did you find that I have no clue about? Please leave a comment in the description of the video, like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.